Welcome back to Brutal Mode EX Plus. This is part 4 of the Brutal Mode EX Plus mod, the mod that makes the game much harder. I suggest you watch the previous parts first since most things are changed. Today we are starting on Night Roof. Welcome to World 6 of Brutal Mode EX Plus, which adds its own extension of Night Roof levels, completely different to those of in Brutal Mode and EX. The levels are even more difficult compared to in Brutal Mode EX, so you have an additional 100 starting sun to help out. It's common for levels in World 6 to require several hours to beat. During nighttime, there's very limited resources to work with, so you can't just plant 4 instant kills to kill the zombies. We will have to use mushrooms the best we can. There's only 4 pre-planted columns of pots. Mushrooms planted on the 4th column get blocked by the roof, so we already need to spend an instant kill to kill any coneheads. As for basic zombies, you either have to spend 25 more to get a flower pot, or you need a whole extra puffshroom to kill them. Some notable interactions with the roof are fume shrooms can pierce through them without any problems. This makes them very effective against the low health basics and coneheads. Plus, fume shroom is a must-have on this level anyways because we need to deal with screen door zombies in level 6-1. Albeit being the introductory level to the 6th world, this is a regular 2-flag level with screen door zombies, football zombies, and pogo zombies. With football zombies returning, I suggest using both potato mine and squash so you can use both to kill off the football zombies. Otherwise, you can stall it out using tall nuts. Pogo zombies and letterheads are still completely unkillable, so it's also pretty standard to just lose all your roof cleaners to them early on. To deal with them this level, I suggest fume shrooms with planter, which should do enough damage to kill them off. Otherwise, tall nuts will block the pogo zombies. As for letterheads, Kernel Pulse will target them since our fume shrooms clear out the low health zombies and then stun the remaining higher health zombies. These 2 stalling options should give enough time for your Doom Shroom to recharge and nuke all the football zombies as necessary. That's about all it takes to beat the first level of Night Roof. Now, you may be wondering, where are the new zombies, right? They will come later in the second half of the world. The next level is a bit more difficult. By a bit more, I mean a lot more. It has dancing zombies, pole vaulters, and balloon zombies. Naturally, you would see those zombies and say, they have relatively low health, so just using starfruit or fume shroom should deal with them, right? Early pole vaulters in nighttime are even more difficult to deal with now with the roof condition. All our options on roofs are fairly low damage and need to be spammed to be effective. Take fume shroom or starfruit. They're essentially useless if you only have a few of them. Pole vaulters force out any instant kills every time they come, so you don't lose your main firepower. And by doing so, leaves you with very limited resources to deal with the increasing amount of zombies, and eventually, the density just increases too much and they'll overwhelm you. Dancing zombies are especially dangerous for us in this format because leaving them alive while killing off their backup dancers with starfruits only makes them spawn more often. And yeah, I really would like to not deal with a bungee ambush when they summon for the 3rd time, because then all hell breaks loose on what can be sent. The better solution is Tallnut because it stays alive and continues to defend against future pole vaulters, but the issue is still that you don't get enough firepower. If we're not spending sun on instants, we're spending it on Tallnuts, and that just means not enough firepower to beat the hordes of zombies and we get overwhelmed again. If you try other instant kills like Blover, the same problem arises again. You simply cannot afford enough firepower ever because of the dang pole vaulters. Even with Planter, the early game is simply too unforgiving to allow you any kind of good firepower setup. It's so stupid and unbeatable. The solution is the most stupid way to beat this level. If it's completely impossible to set up any amount of actual firepower that will be capable of killing the zombies, why bother having any? I gave up using fume shrooms because they just ended up being a liability since I was spending most of my sun on just instant use plants and stalling plants anyways. I settled down on just planting a ton of sun production, so that I could spam Blover for every time I feel like any zombie like letterheads are threatening my roof cleaner. Normally, Doomshroom spam should not work because after a Doomshroom, a new wave spawns immediately, forcing defense again. But that doesn't really matter if you have 4 columns of sun producers that lets you indefinitely play more and more Blovers to push zombies back. Usually, 4 columns of sun producers would limit where you can plant your firepower too much, but we don't care about that at all since we're only planting instant kills anyways. All you need to do is just keep playing Blover to knock back any threatening zombies, and then when Doomshroom is back for recharge, you can plant that. It's just that simple. With this absurdly dumb strategy, The only fitting name of this is of course the dump strategy. I suppose now you can see why full screen Doomshroom is necessary for this game to be beatable. Moving on to the next level, this level has... Unlike basic zombies, we only need to spend one puff shroom to break its newspaper. Pre-planting a potato mine behind your puff shroom should deal with it, but you're still losing a flower pot for every newspaper zombie. Doomshroom will be your best friend once again, but make sure all the newspapers are broken or have a follow-up instant kill against the newspaper zombie. However, tall nuts are now available to us, an option previously not unlocked yet. They do damage every time a zombie bites it, so even if newspaper zombie eats it at hyperspeed, tall nuts still do the same amount of damage to them. The most logical strategy is once again, tall nut to stall everything out and repeatedly cycling into Doomshroom to kill off the walnut zombies in this level. The support plants are magnet shrooms because of digger zombies and kernel pult as a bit more stalling to stop newspaper zombies. However, tall nuts are not a free win. If your tall nut dies and you use a Doomshroom, yeah, this level ain't so pretty either. Target zombies are also in this level, so you could really see how Doomshroom isn't even necessarily a nuke all button. Most levels have relatively resilient zombies that don't die to Doomshrooms. In this case, a Doomshroom cannot prevent a pole vaulter from the sky to replace your planetary with a grave. Digger zombies are also changed the roof levels. They can damage certain plants like tall nuts and flower pots while underground. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It keeps the digger zombie in front of your tall nuts, so you can magnet shroom them later and pull them out of the ground. But it's definitely bad if you didn't get a magnet shroom early, as you can see right here. And yeah, I'm pretty sure kernel pult stalling is merely just completely useless because the zombie density is too high to deal with. The logic here is we can't really use anything but catapults to kill newspaper zombies because it triggers their rage mode if we use anything else, including fume shrooms or melon pults. However, the other consideration is that kernel pult doesn't actually do anything anyways because none of the newspaper zombies are dying. Is there a better solution to this level? If kernel pult isn't killing any zombies, we might as well just bring more instant kills. Chompers will take out one zombie from each row every wave to alleviate the stress on our tall nuts. They save us significant amounts of sun between the first flag and second flag when zombie density is not that high. It really helps break up the sun to use in the latter half of the level. Then, you pretty much just want to Doomshroom spam. Keep spamming the Doomshroom every time it is ready. And that's just how you beat this level. I'll be pretty interested to see if anyone has a more effective strategy than this, or as a matter of fact, is this level even possible without Doomshroom? I don't know, but let's move on. Level 6 Force early game is entirely basic zombies, but that's not necessarily a good thing now. Basic zombies means there are far more letterheads in the early game. That means losing more roof cleaners early on. Usually, that doesn't make a difference, but in this level, it does. I'll explain more later. Pole vaulting zombies are in this level. Because they are the only other zombie that can spawn before the first flag, they come in much larger groups. Pole vaulters that simply come in a lane with a starfruit will kill your starfruit before your flower pot even comes back to recharge, causing detrimental losses. The second half of the level is just hell mode. We then have jack-in-the-box zombies, bungee zombies, ladder zombies, and zombonis in the mix to make it worse. With the threat of pole vaulters mixed with nighttime, you just don't have enough starfruits to kill the massive horde of ladder zombies. And if you even make it past the first flag with a decent amount of starfruits, a single zomboni is enough to shatter all your hopes and dreams of winning this level. If you thought that was bad, this loss is even worse. First of which, introducing the third bungee zombie variant, an extremely rare one, but one that tops the charts for unfairness. The Jack-in-the-Box bungee literally drops a Jack-in-the-Box zombie straight on where it lands. Yep, and then immediately explodes. Well, this is certainly balanced. And the perfect storm of events follows. The shovel zombie paired with a zomboni in the row next to it, about to freeze up all my starfruits. Even when you try to live against the shovel zombie, it really does just unplant your plants.
Oh my god! Oh jeez, oh my god!
This level combines the most frustrating part of roof levels and amplifies it to its best, as zombonis roll down the roof to freeze everything in its path. Adding ladder zombies into the mix with pole vaulters creates an incredibly annoying dynamic where tall nuts become entirely useless anyways. This level is beatable, the only caveat being needing to be extremely lucky on which lanes pole vaulters go. Yes, we are using tall nuts and simply relying on pole vaulters to just go in the row with a tall nut. Essentially, you're simply relying on the fact that pole vaulters just happen to not target your starfruits, so they stay alive until the first flag. It's an extremely unreliable strategy, and you probably cannot replicate it anyways, but I got the time to play. So I just kept playing until the randomness was enough in my favor to move forward. The next part is having Madness Room, and hoping that there's not too many jack-in-the-box zombies and ladder zombies, and that more pole vaulters or basic zombies spawn. You can't get enough tall nuts for every row or a sufficient amount of Madness Rooms, otherwise you have too little starfruits to kill the zombonis. Just hope that you'll be fine, and that's how I cheese this level. Oh yeah, you also have to spend all 10 slots on the plants that I'm using right now, so you don't have a slot for Umbrella Leaf. The way to counter bungee zombies is just also hoping that the Jack-in-the-Box bungees variant doesn't spawn at all, and that the other bungees don't steal too many important plants. It's just a full show of RNG fest and hoping that you somehow survive their onslaught by just simply replaying the level to get more favorable spawns. Pretty ridiculous. And hopefully, yes, hopefully again, then if RNGesus is on your side, you'll be able to move on from this dumb level. Now, in level 6-5, we're in the Mushroom Garden now. Okay, Conehead, Screen Door, Jalapeno Zombie shouldn't be too bad, I think. Oh wait, only 4 seed slots. What? This level is not actually a choose your seeds level. You start with a cabbage pole that shoots at hyperspeed, and you have to control it using your up and down arrow keys, switching rows. You have to beat this level using one single plant. Yep, the early game is relatively easy and trivial, so no worries about that. But by the time we're almost at the first flag, you can see that our cabbage pole is struggling a lot to keep up with everything already. How do you even beat this? Notice we are getting sun for every zombie killed. You get 5 sun for every basic equivalent you are killing, and your cabbage pole upgrades to a melon pole when you hit 500 sun. You may also notice that the melon pole now lobs melons to every zombie in its row occasionally, being a 9% chance that it happens. What's the difficult part of this level? It's to manage your melon pole in the correct row to hit the most threatening zombie and save your lawnmowers, as you need all of them to beat this level. On my first attempt, we lost to just 2 football zombies. You may see it was an oversight to attack the zombies on the 4th row when I had bigger problems in the 1st and 3rd row, which are the ones without a lawnmower, leading to my demise. Prioritizing where you need your melon pole to go is not the only objective in this level. You only have 1 plant to work with, so if it dies, you can't do any more damage. Jalapeno zombies will be the bane of your existence in this level because they explode at random, and if it kills your melon pole, I'm sorry, you'll have to restart the level all over again. This combination of zombies also makes jalapeno zombies more threatening, because there are often faster zombies like footballs and dancing zombies protecting them from being killed. And even when you think you've won, you can still completely lose. It took a few more tries to beat this level since I was mismanaging most of my lawnmowers and wasting them too early in the level. Losing too much early on at the cabbage pult stage will cause you to lose. It's mandatory to reserve as much of them as possible for the future when zombie density is way higher. The secret to winning is to get as many dancing zombies in the early game. Dancing zombies spawn backup dancers, which give you more sun when they are killed. This means that more backup dancers allows an earlier upgrade. This way, you'll lose less lawnmowers. Getting the melon pulp before the first lag comes is ideal. I could suppose that the developers intentionally had regen farming for us to have an easier time beating this. All of what I said before is still very important. Do not try to engage with jalapeno zombies and prioritize on the rows without lawnmowers first with your melon pole. I made sure to use my freelance lawnmowers just 1 or 2 waves before the final wave, ensuring the final wave is clumped to 2 rows. This makes sure melon pole gets more splash value in the final moments of the game, allowing an easy victory. You probably clicked on this video because of the title. I imagine some people are yelling at me right now saying this is clickbait because I still haven't shown the titular character. For this next level, I'll let live RCCH take over the commentary. I don't know how many Peashooter Coneheads are gonna come, but yeah, I swear it's not gonna be good. Oh my god, are you kidding me? They count as one basic equivalent. You're kidding me. Yeah, well, but this level is beatable, contrary to what you may think. Now, you would say, no way Jose, there's literally 4 Conehead zombies first wave in nighttime. You're joking. The only way to kill 4 Conehead Peashooter Zombies first wave is to just protect one singular lane with a garlic at the start and line up all our sun production behind that garlic. We then sacrifice all our roof cleaners to simply not die first things first. How are you going to kill the rest of the zombies after all your roof cleaners are dead? Well, it's practically impossible to actually get any attackers on the board, so the solution is, once again, only using instant kills, but this level doesn't only have Peashooter Conehead zombies. The long list includes catapult zombies, football zombies, gargantuars, and buckethead screen door squash zombies. Yep, those are also real in this mod. At least we now have a way to just survive the first few waves of the level deterministically. And then it all falls apart when football zombies roll in. They require 2 instant kills to die, causing major issues in us just using Doom Shroom because any football zombie incurs the need to spend an additional squash or potato mine. With this strategy, I was able to reliably get to the first flag every time and then immediately die to catapult zombies that move much faster. And I was not successful either. I then practiced over and over again, trying to optimize my early game as much as possible to plant my sun producers as quickly as I humanly can, and I was able to buy myself a whole extra row of sun producers. Unfortunately, this can only last me so long, as more and more football zombies pile onto the board and I just run out of instant kills to use against them. I tried using only one sun producer to save a slot, but that's not an option. If you don't use both sunflower and sunshroom, you won't make enough sun to plant a garlic as protection. And then someone in chat reminded me of a plant that I previously completely ignored. We don't need to spend 2 instant kills on football zombies because Hypno Shroom exists. Hypno Shroom is perfect for this since the only zombie that matters for us is the football zombies. It's the most cost efficient solution and also helps kill off the Peashooter zombies. And now we're making progress. With Hypnoshroom, we're actually saving sun and able to get a third row of sun producers to complete our sun production setup to last the rest of the game. After setting up your third row of sun producers, the real challenge begins. Now, it's time to use your instant kills the best you can and use them as efficiently as possible. It's the most skill testing level I've played yet, and even with previous experience playing Bruno Mode and Bruno Mode EX, this level presents the toughest challenge I've ever faced. You'll be tested to the best of your ability to use Ice Shroom and Blover as efficiently as possible to stall until Doom Shroom comes back from cooldown. Blover will be much more important compared to Ice Shroom because of their fast cooldown, allowing you to constantly plant it to indefinitely push zombies back as long as you have sun. Blover is the only way for you to not completely die against Gargantuars, since for obvious reasons, they can't be diverted to the open lanes without sunflowers. In the midst of all of this happening, you still have to deal with the Buckethead Screen or Squash zombies. Previously, we saw the zombie in regular Bruno Mode and Bruno Mode EX Night Roof. Of course, they are still impossible to kill, so you have to keep spinning more flower pots against them to prevent yourself from losing too many sunflowers. The level at this point has become entirely just Gargantuar spam. Your sun production is going to meet its demise, and it's time to really see if you got enough sun producers or not. If you run out of sun, that's it, and the game is over. It means that the early game was not played efficiently enough, so you have to try again and use instant kills more effectively. This level is by far the most ridiculous level so far, and good luck to you if you wish to attempt this dangerously difficult level. You can now see why the change for Doomshroom to full screen was necessary. I'm not going to bother you with more fails. This is the one I beat this level. There's not much more strategy I have to talk about here. My best advice is that it will have to be up to the player to adapt to this level and create effective solutions on the spot against these massive swarm of zombies. Now sit back and watch as I do some insane micromanaging to beat this level. And the last, the final wave. Now, watch out, since Doomshroom is not a free win on this level, so it isn't over yet, especially when I see the newspaper zombie right here. Doomshroom, 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 Doomshroom. You out of here now? Okay, now what do you... Wait. No, 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 no! You're... okay? So we need this. And we need to somehow deal with the middle... Oh no. No, no. Oh wait, we got... Nope, we got Cherry Bomb! We got Cherry Bomb! Wait! No, we missed! You come back over here! Oh, Oh, come on. Squash? Yes! Let's go! What the heck was that? What the heck was that? Oh my gosh. Okay, and then we just doom shroom. And we win. And we win. Sayonara. And wow, what an incredible journey to beat just 6 levels of the 6th world of Bruno Mode EX+. Next time, we will complete the remaining levels of this Night Roof world. And yes, there's only 4 levels next video, so you know that what's about to come is only going to be worse than what this already has been. Thank you to all donators who have supported me in content creation. This video took the longest to make and is also the longest yet in the Bruno Mode Extended Universe series. For now, have a great day and thanks for watching.